I would love that no matter what. No matter gender identity, sexual orientation, nothing could stop me from loving my kid unless they come up to me and it's like, Mom.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum for tonight's replay game between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. All right, folks, thank you for being in today. We're going to go ahead and try something a little bit different tonight. Hopefully, it kind of works out. Again, I'm trying to just kind of get a groove what people may want to see. The Rangers come in at 18 and 21. The A's come in at 26 and 13. The A's are in first place. The Royals did win today, so the lead has diminished some. The A's are 15 and 7 at home. The Rangers are 8 and 8 on the road. They split the first two games of the series. Langford defeated Jenkins in the opener by the score of 3-0. The Rangers defeated the A's 5-2 in Game 2. Perry over McCaddy. Lyle with the save. Langford beat Fergie in the opener. Game 3 will be Doc Medich on the mound. He's 3-0, 2.58 ERA, taking on Mike Norris. He's 4-3, 2.58 ERA. Mitchell Page has an 8-game hitting streak for the A's. Pat Putnam's hitting 444. He's 12 of his last 27 with 2 home runs in his last 10 games. Buddy Bell hitting 393 over his last 10. Mitchell Page hitting 345. Dave Revering hitting 344. And Tony Armas coming around hitting 297. Who's not hitting? Jim Sundberg is hitting 188. Mario Guerrero only hitting 194. Wayne Gross hitting 167. Bump Wills hitting 195. And Ricky Henderson only hitting 216. Medich so far over his last 2 starts has only given up 16 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 13 strikeouts. Has looked awfully good. Norris in his last 2 starts has given up the same 15 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks. So him and Medich have been going toe-to-toe the last couple starts. So this game is the A's and the Rangers. Let's go ahead. I'm going to have the game on in my background, so I'll go ahead and have the view. Go ahead and have the game so I can view it. This is a Sunday afternoon, May 25th from the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Are we ready for baseball? Let's do it from Oakland. All right, let's get this started here. So leading off for the Texas Rangers will be Mickey Rivers. So Rivers leads off. He steps up to the plate. I'll keep my other clipboard over to the side since it's only going to be used for defensive checks, and I can do a lot of that without even looking at some of them. So Rivers will lead off. Norris is ready. Mickey Rivers is ready. And let's do this from Oakland. First pitch underway. And that's going to be a 2-10 for Rivers first to righty. He's a ground ball to first. That's picked up nicely by Revering, takes it to the bag himself, and that is out number 1. So Rivers is out, and he's 0 for 1. So now here is Bump Wills. Bump Wills, the batter. He's a second baseman, 1 out here in the first. Here's the pitch. Again, using the green dice for Oakland in their alternate uniforms today. 3-7 for Wills against the righty is a fly ball center field. That will be the second out. And quickly, there's 2 outs here in the top of the first. So batting for the Rangers now will be Al Oliver. Oliver steps up. We've talked about his prowess. He's always been a good professional hitter, does so many things. And he had a great season this year. Norris from the windup. Here's the pitch. That will be a 6-4 to a lefty, and that's a fly ball center field. That's Murphy. That's a 15. I believe he is an E5. E5 on a 13. Let's see. Let's look it up now. We're going to have to pull up the chart now and see if he got him or not. E15 is not an error, and that retires a side. Rangers go 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the first. Texas nothing, and the Oakland Athletics nothing. So that retires them. So the A's will now bring Ricky Henderson up. He's been one of the ones slumping on this lineup so far. And on the mound for the Rangers, the doctor, Doc Medich. So Doc Medich is on the mound. Let's go ahead and do that. Swing a little bit, swing and miss there. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. See, so we'll do that. So Medich on the mound here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 2-8 for Ricky. That is a ground ball back to the mound. Ricky retired, and there's one away. So here's Dwayne Murphy. He likes that 2 column. So let's see if Murphy can find something he likes. On the first, no score. Medich on the mound. That's going to be a 5-6 lefty, and that's a ground ball to first. 3-1 put out, and there is 2 outs. So Murphy retired without a play. So again, the A's did not score much in the previous game. They kind of got shut down by the Rangers pitching by Gaylord Perry and Sparky Lyle. There's Revering with 2 outs. Revering on a 5-7, and that is a fly ball center field. 3 up, 3 down, go the A's. It is no score. We go to the top of the second. So Revering retired. Now here will be Buddy Bell. So Bell will step in. Bell will step in against Mike Norris here in the top of the second. And you know what? I don't think this is going to be as comfortable as I'd want. So we're going to go ahead and switch on the fly since there's not a lot of, as they say, a lot of traffic coming in the game tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it, put it back on where I can score. And then if I drop it, but that's okay. I think they will be better anyway. So it'll be Bell and Norris here in the top of the second inning. So here we go for Buddy Bell. Buddy Bell, 6-11 to a righty. That's a fly ball right field. That's Armas. He's a good thing he's a 1 because that is a 2 defensively for Armas. Armas is an E10. Don't want that roll to happen again. He doesn't and makes the play on the 8. So Armas gets the first out. Norris is retired the first 4. Here is the designated hitter, John Ellis. John Ellis, the batter, with 1 away. Here's the pitch. 1-4 for Ellis is a walk. He snipes a walk on that one. Runner on first and 1 out. Ellis, no speed, will not be held. Norris, a 0. Heath does have a little bit of an arm. They hold -2 anyway, so pretty good combination. Johnny Grubb, the batter, with 1 out. Here's the pitch. 5-5-7 on Grubb on Norris is a strikeout. So Grubb down on strikes, 2 away. Now there's 2 outs here in the first for the catcher, Jim Sundberg. Didn't start the last one. Dave Roberts started game 2. Sundberg the day off. Here's the pitch. 6-5 is a strikeout. So Mike Norris does the job. A walk. That was it. On the second. No score here in Oakland. So Sundberg retired. The Athletics will now bring up Mitchell Page. So far, one of the hot hitters in the game so far. Has a mini hitting streak he has. And he'll swing away against the doctor, Doc Medich. Again, these ballparks favor the pitchers. Not a lot of good options. That'll be a 2-7 for Norris versus a righty. That's a single on a 1-4. That's a 15. That's a line drive to the second baseman, 1 away. So Page is retired. It brings up Wayne Gross. He's one of the Athletics who has struggled with the bat so far. Medich on the mound. That's a 5-12 versus a lefty. Ground ball to third. That is Bell. That should be pretty easy for him. Bell is a 1-11, so he makes the play there. No chance of getting up a hit. Ooh, and that is a 12. That is a 12 on an 11. So let's see where the third baseman is here. It's going to be right over there. 12 on 11, no error. So Bell easily makes the play and retires him. So now here's Tony Armas with 2 outs. He's kind of brought his average up, kind of bring a little more respectability with his hitting. Hopefully that means he'll have his offense come around with the power of his. Here's the pitch. That'll be a 6-6 to a righty. Ground ball to third. Bell will throw him out, and the A's are retired again. 3 up, 3 down, go to the Athletics. Let's go to the third. no score here in Oakland. Zippity quick here, top of the third inning, nothing across. And Jim Norris, who's playing first base today, will be followed by Bud Harrelson and Mickey Rivers. Let's see if we can adjust stuff here. Let's see if we can, I don't know what we can do to make it look better. So to do that, we'll do that. Bring it over a little bit. Probably make it look all right there. So here is the swing, top of the third, and that will be a 6-5. That'll be a 6-5 for Norris against the left-handed Norris. That is going to be a ground ball shortstop. Guerrero with the play, and there's one away. Again, not much going on. A walk so far has been the only base runner through 2 1/3. And here is Bud Harrelson. Hits righties quite well. This could be a spot for Bud to get a good swing. There's the pitch from Norris on a 1-3, and that is a ground ball to first, picked up by Revering. Not too fast anymore as Bud. Takes him out, 2 outs. Bud is in his twilight of his career. So now here's center fielder Mickey Rivers. 2 outs here, top of the third, no score. Here's a pitch from Norris. 5-8 lefty, and that's a ground ball to second. That's Peachlow. He's a 4-15. He gets to it. And then it's going to be a 12 on an 8. And guess what? I have a feeling that is going to be an auto. That's going to be an auto out. It is 16, 17, and 18. So 3 up, 3 down. So Mike Norris, only a walk through 3. No score. Bottom of the third. So Norris and Medich very stingy with what's happening so far. It'll now be Heath, Guerrero, and Peachlow against the good doctor, Doc Medich. Bottom 3. So blowing right through the innings here so far. Not much going on offensively. All 6s. Ooh, Yahtzee. 6-12 to a righty ground ball back to Medich. He is a 4 E21. That is a 7 on a 4. Does Mike Heath get the field hit on the pitcher's card? We'll have to take a look at that one and see if he does. Give me 1 second. Looking for that pitching. Here it is. 7 on a 4. 7 on a 4 is a G3, so he gets away with it. How about that? Medich is an E21. E21. We'll go ahead and roll the possible error result. Does he get away with it? No, it's going to be a 14. 14 on a 21, and that's an E1, so an error. So Heath will get on the E1, and now here is Mario Guerrero. Thank you. Get back to Google. Get back to my Google page. And we're back. So runner on first, nobody out for Guerrero. Now you may want to look for a quick run here. They are going to play. They'll play the corners in, making Guerrero see if they decide to drop one down. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-3 for Guerrero. That's a foul out to the third baseman. So over is Bell, makes the catch, and is quickly 1 out. So here's Rob Peachlow. 1 out in the third, no score. A's not getting much offense. Medich from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-10 to a righty is a ground ball to third. They'll go to second, but that's all they're going to get. So Heath is retired on the fielder's choice. There's 2 outs. And now here is Ricky Henderson gets a shot. A's and Rangers have had 1 man on apiece. So far, no hits in the ball game. So the A's have reached on an error. The Rangers have reached on a walk. Here's a pitch to Ricky. 4-7 to a lefty is a single 1-15. That is an 11. First base of the ball game belongs to the Athletics and Ricky Henderson. But Peachlow will stop in front of him, and Ricky can't run. So first and second now, 2 outs. And here's Dwayne Murphy. You'll see if the A's can get something here. 1 run can make a huge difference here when both teams are struggling. Medich from the stretch. 5-9 to a, this could be trouble. 5-9 to a lefty. Deep fly ball right field. That's going to be off the wall. That will score Peachlow from second. He'll score. Ricky's going to have to probably go +2. Oh, goodness. And that is going to be Rivers then. Rivers is probably going to be a +1. They can't hold Henderson because he is the trail runner. So Ricky should automatically score on this. He will go, and only a 20 is going to stop him, and he scores. So Ricky scores all the way from first on a double, and the Athletics lead it 2-0. So Dwayne Murphy knocks in 2. And that is a big base hit in this ball game. So the A's get a quick 2 here in the third. So here's Dave Revering. So Revering the swing. Athletics trying to do what they can here. Here's the pitch. 6-7 to a lefty, and that's a ground ball to second. Wills on a 19. We'll get to it. His defense will be an 11. 11 on a 15. We'll say 11 on a 15. No error. Throws him out and retires the side. 2 runs on 2 hits. They strand 1. We play 3 here in Oakland. It's 2-0 Athletics. We go to the top of the 4th. So Mike Norris now has some runs to work with here. Only giving up 1 base runner, a walk through the first 3. And now it'll be Bump Wills. So Wills the swing. Fly to center's first time up. Here's the pitch. On a 2-4 righty. Ground ball to second. Peachlow's got it. Throws them out. And there's 1 away. So Peachlow with a nice play. Here's Al Oliver. So Oliver steps in. Here's the pitch. 6-4 to a lefty. Fly ball center field. That's Murph. He's a 1. Or that's a 20. That's as easy as you can get. 14 for Murphy. Let's see what Murphy can do there. 14 on a 5. I believe I just checked that. There's no error on a 4. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And there's Buddy Bell. So far, Mike Norris has looked almost superlative here. He is throwing BBs. Here's the pitch to Bell. 6. That is going to be a 6-7 to a righty. Struck him out. Retires aside. 1 walk given up to John Ellis early. It is bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Oakland. So now the A's come up here. A little suspense now here in the Coliseum. Page, Gross, Armas to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning against the doctor, Doc Ellis, who's a 7 fatigue. So he still has quite a bit to go. And so far, everything works out the same. So far, it shouldn't be a problem. Here's the pitch. 3-8 for Page, and Page struck him out. So Page strikes out. He's 0 for 2. Start working on that little hitting streak of his. Now here's the third baseman, Wayne Gross. Gross, third baseman. Swings. 1-11 for Gross. Ground ball to second. Easy throw. Got him. Good play by Wills. Threw out to Jim Norris, and there's 2 outs, and there's Armas. I think that's what Armas would want. Sort of. He probably still would have missed it. He wants a little bit more mid-range 1 column. Medich from the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-7 to a righty. That's a ground ball to second. That's Wills. He'll throw him out. Like I said, he's a 2. And that is going to be a 13. A 13 on a 15. He's a 3, by the way. 13 on a 15's no error. Needed a 14, and Bump Wills again, another assist. And we played 4 here at the Coliseum. A's 2, Rangers nothing. So Mike Norris back on the hill again. And yes, things coming up roses so far for Norris. 1 walk through 4. And now here's John Ellis. He's the recipient of the only base runner so far. Walked way back when. Here's the pitch. That's a foul ball. A's wearing their other opposite uniforms. 2-9 for Ellis, and that's a fly ball left field. They return. They'll get Ellis out, and there's the first out in the 5th inning. So the fans staying in tune to this game so far. Here's Johnny Grubb. Grubb the hit. Left-handed hitter against Norris, where you want to be for Norris, though. 2-7 for Grubb. That's a fly ball to center field. Murphy is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Jim Sundberg, always a tough hitter on this team. Is you want to be careful how you pitch to Sundberg here. He can kind of get you anywhere you look at him. Sundberg, a right-handed hitter. Norris has to be a little more careful. 6-9 to a righty. Nope, you want to be on the 4 column. That's a ground ball to shortstop. This is where you make the mistake right now. He's a 6. Guerrero is a 3, I believe he is. So he'll get away from not giving up the hit. Oh, and that's the 11. I think it's a 12. We've looked at this many times. But, of course, I'm just going to be certain because of the situation we got here. On the 27, you need the 12. That is an 11. Throws him out, retires aside. Rangers go down the 5th. It is 2-0 Oakland, bottom the 5th. We can hope so, but never know. I doubt it. So Sundberg had a couple of them. So bottom of the 5th, it will now be Heath, Guerrero, and Piccolo. Again, the A's start a big series with the Royals after this, a 3-gamer at home. They lost 3 out of 4 the last time in KC. Here's the pitch. 3-3-3, and that's good. Ooh, that's going to be a ground ball to first. Heath is not going to walk this off. It looks like he may have pulled something, and it's a 6. He does not get away with a 6 on that one, so he will come out the ball game. So Heath now. So let's see what the play was. First of all, first baseman takes him himself. Heath came out of the box gingerly, and he'll probably come out this game. So here's Mario Guerrero. So the training staff will sit in on Heath. He did have the arm on this team. They had him in there probably for the defense, and he's not going to play. 2-7 for Guerrero is a ground ball to short. Again, all injuries are rolled on the basic chart, and then if you're out for more than 1 game, it's considered to be a daily injury. Kind of helps with usage for the rest of the roster. So here's Piccolo with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-6 for Piccolo. That's going to be a 1-6 for Piccolo. Didn't even need the pitcher's card. Struck him out, retires aside. A's not doing much better. They got 2 runs right now on 2 hits. We played 5. It's 2-0 Athletics. Mike Norris taking the hill. But the A's will make a change in their team. So that's this thing. You have a no-hitter going on. Well, there's the old squad douche. But Mike Heath will come out, and Jeff Newman will come in. Again, one of the better hitters on this A's team. I'm not going to put SCN in, so we'll put Newman here behind the plate. He kind of is very generic, but gets the job done. So let's see. Let's see what we want to do. So Page, we Armas, then Newman, Guerrero, and Piccolo. So we are now in the top of the 6th with this 2-0 lead. Norris ready to come back out. Again, x-rays were negative. He's day-to-day, so he'll probably be back next game. Here is Jim Norris, left-handed hitter, followed by Harrelson, switch hitter, and Rivers. So basically 3 lefties against a very strong Mike Norris card that favors lefties. Here's the pitch. 5-6 for Norris. Struck him out. Jim Norris down on strikes. 1 out in the 6th. So now here is Harrelson. He likes to hit righties. So now Norris looking in, gets the sign, wants to on Norris's card. He does. 5-8, and that is a ground ball to second. That's Piccolo. That could be a problem. A 7 or less is a hit, I think. Piccolo is going to give up the hit, which would screw the no-no. So 6 on a 4 is a single. That will go through for a base hit. And that will be a 12 on an 8. There's no error. So a base hit for Bud Harrelson. It's an infield hit. First hit of the ball game goes to the Rangers, and it's Bud Harrelson. So unfortunately, Rob Piccolo unable to get to it. And now Mickey Rivers will now swing with a runner on. Let's see if Norris can settle down here. That was kind of a cheap hit. Here's the pitch. 4-12. 4-12 to a lefty is a ground ball to first. That's Revering. Revering's not going to be much help defensively. Revering's a 4-17. That's a 4. Either way, that's a base hit there. That's going down the line. That could be trouble. That is an 11, and we're going to have to check a 17 out against an 11 now. 17 out on 11. There's a 12 and a 15. So that is, oh, no. Hang on. 17 out on 11. There is an error on the 11. Holy cow. So that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a single 2. So the run's going to score first of all. So let's go ahead and do the numbers here. So Rivers will single. That will send Harrelson all the way to third. Rivers goes to second on the E3, and it scores the runner. So it scores the run, unearned run probably. So Rivers on at second is now a 2-1 ball game. So the Rangers get one back, and the A's defense starting to pop their ugly heads. Here's Bump Wills. Runner on second, nobody out. Norris now needs to get back in control of this right now. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 2-7 versus a righty, and there's a walk. So now Norris struggling now. First and second, one out. And now here's Al Oliver. Here comes Art Fowler. He'll come out and talk to him. He'll settle him down as he comes. Again, good part of the order for Norris. He wants the lefties, but he wants to keep him on his card. 2 on, nobody out in the swing. That's going to be a 5-7. And that is going to be a strikeout. So a big strikeout for Norris as Art Fowler does his job. First and second, 2 out now for Buddy Bell. This is a matchup that favors Norris. That favors Bell and favors Bell only. Bell likes righties. Norris doesn't pitch to righties at all. So this could be a bad matchup from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch to Bell. 6-3 to a righty, and he just missed a ballpark home run, which would have been good anyway for Norris. Fly ball left field. That is Ricky. Ricky's a 2-7. He'll get him on that one. Let's see, because he does not make the error. It's an 11 on a 7. That should be an out. It is. Retires aside. So he gives up a run on. Let's see. So Rivers got a hit, and that was a single in the air. So 1 run, 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 2-1 Oakland. So not so much so far for the Athletics. So now Henderson will come up, and they need some help now. They need to start generating some more offense. Doc Medich comes back out in the 6th. With a Royal Series opposing, and then they go back to what's called the Turnpike Ballpark, Arlington Stadium. So that will come back after this one. 2-2 for Ricky, and that's a hit by pitch. That works for Ricky. So he gets in the middle of one, and now he can steal some. Let's see what was Sundberg's arm. Ooh, +2, -2. So that's going to be an automatic even. And Sundberg's only a -1 this season. So it'll be a -1 to Ricky. Let's go ahead and try to steal. It's a 9, and he gets it. So a -1, 18 or less for Ricky, and just leave it there. That's a 20. So Ricky is thrown out, folks. That is a 20, folks. 1-18. Ricky looked in back of him, thought he had a good jump, and Sundberg threw a dart at him. So it's now bottom of the 6th, 2-1 ball game. Ricky is chucked. So that could be the A's luck they're looking at lately. Here's Murphy now. Wow, that kind of bites you. So here it is, 4-6 to a lefty, and that's a ground ball to second. Would have been a double play anyway. Let's consider that. Good play by Wills, 2 outs, and Murphy's 1 for 3. Here's Dave Revering. Revering his fielding is such an issue, but his offense has been top notch for the Athletics. 1-7, and that is a ground ball to second. Bump Wills all over the place today. Makes the play and retires the side. So Ricky gets gunned down on a 20. Let's go to the top of the 7th. It's 2-1 Oakland as Oakland tries to hold on. So again, Norris is a 9. He's not going anywhere unless he gets pinged. So will come out and keep giving the A's their innings. And again, I'll pinch hit till about this inning. So it's 2-1 in the 7th. I'll keep Ellis out there because it's a strong part of the card against weakest part of the card against Norris is against righties. That's what Sabermetrics says. So Ellis will swing. This will be a 5-6 versus a righty. Is a ground ball to short. That's a good play by Guerrero. Makes the play, and there's one out in the 7th. And now here's Johnny Grubb. Grubb's card definitely says swing me against righties, so he'll stay in there. He'll see if he can get something more favorable on his side. One out in the 7th. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 3, 5, 12, and that's a ground ball to first. That is Revering again. He's a 3. That's going to be a base hit. So he's going to give up another one. Oh, and that could be bad again. Revering may have just squad-deuced another one. It's a 17 on a 17. Holy defensive deficiencies by the Athletics. No, oh, it is a two-base error. So a two-base error by Revering, and he'll go to third. So a single, unless he scores. Hang on, that was a 3 on a 4. Hopefully that's not a double. And no, it's a single too, so he'll be at third. So Grubb is singles and then goes all the way to third on a Revering boot. And now runner on third with one out for Jim Sundberg. Oh my goodness. And the A's will bring the infield in. They're the tie ball game sitting at third base now. The A's defense really showing its ugly spots. Let's see if Norris can get out of this one. 5-5-8 to a righty. Ground ball to second. That's Piccolo. That's a 9. I bet you'll score. 9 on a 4 is a G3. Will go through for a base hit. Infield in. An E8 is going to be a 6 on an 8. No error. That's a base hit. Infield in. So Grubb scores, and we are tied at 2. So a RBI base hit for Sundberg, and we are tied at 2. So now here is Jim Norris. So the A's defense just completely have just fallen apart on Mike Norris before our own eyes. A 2-0 game where he hadn't given up a base hit in a few innings has turned ugly. Norris 5-7. Norris 5-7 struck him out. And there's 2 outs. Again, being a 9, he's not going to fatigue. And now here is Bud Harrelson. The A's don't want an extra inning ball game with a Royal Series coming up. So here is Harrelson, 2-5. That's a single for Harrelson. So Bud is on again for a second time. And he's on there with 2 outs. Now with the tying run now. The go-ahead runner, I should say. And here's Mickey Rivers. Rangers trying to win this. Trying to go ahead here in the top of the 7th. Norris from the stretch. Rivers on the swing. And that's a foul ball. Holy smokes. Kind of seen a lot of things happen this evening already. And here it is. 2-12 for Mickey is a ground ball to short. Nice throw. Throws it across and gets him and retires the side. But the Rangers get 1 run on 3 hits and a huge error. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 2-2. So now the A's set up with Page, Gross, Armas. And they'll keep Medich out there. Medich has not been in any kind of issues at all so far. And saw what they went with Kern and they went with Lyle the last game. So we'll see what happens. 4-7 to a lefty, single 1-15. That's a 9. Base hit, Mitchell Page. So he'll keep his mini hitting streak going here. Big hit from Mitch. Page is now +2, -2, -1. Do I want to go 70%? 1-14 if he gets the lead. And he gets the lead. 1-14. Page, he gets the 4. So Page steals second. So the A's still trying to be aggressive. This is Billy ball. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's Wayne Gross. Gotta be aggressive, folks. Here's Gross. 4-6 lefty, and that's a ground ball to second. Hit to the right. Page will go to third, and there's 2 outs. And now the Rangers will bring the infield in for Tony Armas. A chance for Armas to get a big hit here. But with the infield in, we'll see if he can do it. Medich from the stretch. Can he get him is the question. Can he get him is the question. And the swing. 1-4 righty is going to be a single left field. They get the run in, so Armas gets the job done. It is 3-2 Oakland. So Armas with the base hit with 1 out. Clutch didn't matter there, so the A's take a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 7th up 3-2. And now here is Jeff Newman in for Mike Heath right now. So Newman the swing. So they get a run off Medich. That is 1-2 hits. 1 more. He'll be officially tired right now. 3-12 for Newman, and that's a ground ball to short. That will turn 2. 6-4-3 for Jeff Newman. So Newman retired, but the A's get 1. It's 3-2 Oakland. We head to the 8th. All right, so let's see what the A's can do. Armas will definitely stay out there. So Norris will try to see if he can survive the remaining part here, but it'll be Wills, Oliver, Bell, the meat of this Ranger lineup. And a lefty, it'll be lefty, righty against Norris in the 8th. Here's the swing here. So that's a 10. 6-10 to a lefty. He's ground ball to short. That's Guerrero. This defense is going to kill me. That is a 6. No, he's a 3. So Guerrero. And that's a 5. He'll throw him out 1 away. Good play, Mario Guerrero. 1 out in the 8th. And here's Oliver. Oliver wants to swing. We'll see if he can do it here. See if they can get him back. 1 swing out here against Norris. Norris looks in, gets the sign. 2-6 for Oliver. That's a base hit. Oliver, professional hitter that he is, gets 1 through. Now they have run around with 1 out. And here's Buddy Bell. So now the A's used Jeff Jones for 2 last game as Steve McCanny got roughed up a bit. So you have to consider what the A's may have in their bullpen. I'll look right now and see if there is an issue in this A's bullpen. So Mike Norris will take a second. Art Fowler comes out. Jones still healthy. Lacey can do it. So again, they do have their full complement bullpen. They use them again. They may not. I think they do get the day off before the Royals. We'll find out. And now that's going to be a 3. That'll be a 3-5 for Bell. Bell does not want to be in the 3 column, wants to be in the 1s and 2s. So for Bell, that is a ground ball to short. That is 6-4-3 double play. Nice job for Norris. Gets him out of the 8th inning. So Norris comes off the field. Art Fowler kind of whispers to him. We'll see if they'll keep an eye on Norris for the 9th. And here is Doc Medich. So Art Fowler and Billy Martin doing their job here, trying to get the Athletics to the big win here. It's 3-2 Oakland, bottom of the 8th inning. Guerrero, Piccolo, and Henderson will swing. And it'll be Ellis, Grubb, and Sundberg to bat in the 9th. So Guerrero in the ball game so far is 0 for 2. So both teams really haven't sent a ton of players to the plate today. Here's the pitch. 4-10 fly ball right field. Good play there. 1 away. So he's 0 for 3. Here's Rob Piccolo. He is 0 for 2. He hit into a fielder's choice and scored his first time up. He was one allowed the first base of the ball game, but I'm not giving him the mistake so far today. The A's defense in a whole has played poorly, and they have to be able to get to the 9th inning with this. 1-4 for Piccolo, swung on and missed, struck him out for the 2nd time today. Here's Henderson now with 2 outs. That's what Ricky wants. He wants to be in that 1 column. See if Ricky can get on and maybe steal a base this time without being thrown out. Here's the pitch, and there's that 1 column again. 1-5 to a righty, and that's going to be a long single for Ricky. Hard hit the left field. So Ricky's on this time. He is now 2 for 3, been on base 3 times. Ricky's going to steal. This is Ricky being Ricky. And it'd be a -1, 18 or less if he gets the lead. He doesn't get the lead. Oh my goodness. So he doesn't get the lead. So the whole turns to -4. +2 -1. So it's a -3 first number. He still turns into 65%. Ricky says, let me go. Here's the throw. Dude just gets in there with the 13. So Ricky on the secondary stealing attempt gets second base. Now here's Murphy. So Murphy now at second gets his first stolen base of the day. He's 1 for 2. And now Murphy to swing here in the last of the 8. Big insurance run for the Athletics. And now let's see what they do. Lefties coming up. If they work it that way, then who do the Rangers have? Let's see if I have somebody who wants to get a lefty out. Oh, Racich doesn't actually get a lot of lefties out. 5.96 ERA, that would do it. And now Lyle's card to me is god awful. And there's Kern. You know what? We're going to stay with our pitcher. So Medich will stick this out and try to get through it. If we get the revering, then we may have to bring a lefty in. So Murphy to swing. You could always walk him here. So Medich from the stretch. Runner on second. You know what? That might be a better move. Murphy can hurt you. So Murphy will get the intentional walk. And now it's first and second, 2 out. Revering will come up, but I think that will do it. So the Rangers will make a decision here. They will go ahead, probably bring in Doug Racich. Has a little less stuff of getting pummeled against the left-handed pitcher here. Not much more, but he'll still come in and try to get one man out. And now the Athletics got to make a decision with Newman now in. Do the A's do the smart thing and pull Revering out, who's been one of their better hitters, but he's cost them on defense every time. Of course, a new first baseman is just going to mean you're going to put somebody in just as bad like Newman if you do what I'm thinking I want to do. So let's go ahead and bring Mickey Klotz in. He's the guy you want in there swinging against left-handed pitching in this case. And we'll see if he can actually give them a hit and give them a little 2-run cushion for a bad defender coming in. So let's see what happens. Jim Essien putting on the gear. Looks like they're going to have to do a couple switches here. Klotz the pitch. 2-10 versus a lefty. A ground ball to third. Did not get what he needed. Throws him out and ends the inning. So the A's kind of waste one there. They strand 2. We head to the 9th. It's 3-2 Oakland. And now things get kind of sketchy for the A's on defense. So with Heath's injury, they will go ahead and put Jim Essien behind the plate, and Jeff Newman will take off the tools of ignorance, and he will go ahead and play first base for the Athletics. So again, all the catchers have been used and playing. Norris will stay in the game in the 9th inning. So Fowler talked to him. Martin just sits there. He wants to know if he needs to come in and get him. Fowler says, let him go. So top of the 9th for the Rangers, down a run, Ellis, Grubb, and Sundberg. So what do the Rangers want to do against a righty? His power is more against the lefty, but Norris gives up more to the right-handers. So let Ellis swing, I think, and then play it from there. Here it is, first pitch. That's in the 2s, 2-11. Ground ball down the first. That's hit right at Newman. He'll take it himself for the first out. So there's one out in the 9th, holding our breaths here. Trying to see if the A's can win this. They'll take the series and then prepare for the Royals. Here is Johnny Grubb. Grubb so far in the ball game 1 for 3. He can get on base. Then they can play around with things. Norris from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-6, and that is going to be a ground ball to second. Nice play by Piccolo. Makes the play, and there's 2 outs. And now Jim Sundberg the batter. Let's see what Sundberg is, how awful. Or do you go Dave Roberts here? Sundberg, 500 at bats, hit 273, 10 home runs. He's got stuff a little bit all over the place. So we're going to let him swing and hopefully either way gets somewhere on the defensive cards or gets him on zone. So 2 outs in the 9th. Norris to swing from the windup. Here it is. It's a 111, and that is going to be a ballpark single. First time of the day, 1-11. That's a 17. That will retire the side. Sundberg is retired on a nice play by Mario Guerrero. So the A's will win this by the score of 3-2, and they will hold on. The Rangers, no hits. They had no hits going into the 6th inning. And then the defense kind of slipped away from them and started falling apart. So the A's ended up with 2 runs on 6 hits. And they didn't commit any errors. It was the Rangers who kind of with the mistakes that were made. So that was 2 errors by Revering himself. So the A's had at least 2. No hits there. They had no hits for the first 2. Then a 2 RBI double from Dwayne Murphy in the 3rd. Then they had no hits again through the 6th. No hits really through the 7th. Boy, they didn't hit much either. And then Page scored an RBI single by Armas, which was pretty crucial. And then in the 8th inning, they got a hit. They didn't need to swing in the 9th. So the A's were just as ugly. 3 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors, while the Rangers were 2-6-0. So the A's win it, which means we'll head now. We'll have to enter the game in as a later date kind of thing. I'll go ahead and save that so we can exit out and be able to show you more stuff. Give me 1 second here. So the A's win. Royals won today. So the A's will go to 27-14 when this is inputted. The Royals will be 5.5 out now. So they're going to come in a chance to cut this lead to 2.5. So now let's go over the Royals series. And then again, they do play the Rangers again starting next Friday night at the Turnpike in Kansas City. So yes, it does start immediately on Monday. So good thing we didn't have to use much of a staff. It'll be Martin and Keogh game 1. It looks like that might be Memorial Day as we have a ton of day games on that date. So righty against righty, Martin versus Keogh. And then Tuesday be Tuesday night in Oakland. It'll be Leonard versus Kingman. So good matchups. And then Wednesday, Rich Gale will tote against Rick Langford, pair of Ricks. Going a Rich against a Rick here on Wednesday night, or Wednesday day in Oakland. So they play 2 out of 3 day games at the Coliseum. So get your tickets now. And then Friday night, it will be the Rangers and the Athletics. And we'll go ahead and start putting manuals in on these 2. And it'll be Steve McCanny versus Gaylord Perry Friday night in Oakland. So that should be fun. And then it will be Mike Norris versus Doc Medich, a rematch. So we'll get that one. We'll get that one started in there. And then Sunday is either a Sunday night or a Sunday day. It'll be a night game in Texas Sunday night because of the heat usually. Matt Keogh taking on Danny Darwin. And that'll be a Sunday. And that'll be June 1st. We'll turn the calendar to June. So we're working 2 months into this replay. And then who do we play first coming in the first month of June? Cleveland. They'll actually stay on the road. They'll go to Cleveland. They've already played Cleveland at the Coliseum. So it'll go right in the Monday of the game. Will be Kingman and Garland. And that'll be a Monday. So once they get finished with the Rangers, they'll go to the Mistake on the Lake Municipal Stadium for a big series with the Tribe. So folks, thank you so much for showing up tonight. Few people did. Please please subscribe. I appreciate that. I do appreciate everyone. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. We'll play more hopefully in the future. Final score again. The line score looked ugly as heck. A's 3-5-2. The Rangers 2-6-0. Have a good night, everybody. The A's win. Royals coming to town, and it's going to be a good one, folks. 3-game series against one of the best in baseball.